day when you're on such a spiritual high and you're feeling strong, 'cause you've got all of heaven on your side. Ever
When God gives you a promise and it's delayed, Miss Stephanie,
Yes.
how do you avoid allowing your circumstances from shaping your outlook? How do you avoid from allowing your circumstances from shaping your perception or your outlook of things?
That goes back to that intimate relationship with God. You have to remain in conversation with him. And that means you praying, you being in the word, letting the word speak to you, letting him speak to you through others, and just in your prayer. Because if not, then you find yourself boggled down by stress, anxiety, worry, depression, confusion.
Amen.
This isn't going to happen for me. You're comparing your life or your story to everybody else's. Because we have that bad. We do that really bad.
And social media does not help.
It does
that was
not.
free.
It
That was
does
free.
not. Social media, just FYI, is a snapshot of a moment in someone's life. So you don't know what's happening those other moments. But we get so consumed with what everybody else is doing or what everybody else's life looks like. And we get, well, God, I didn't. And it's like, I did tell you that, but I didn't tell you when. I didn't tell you it was going to be 5 years.
That's key.
I didn't tell you it was going to be 5 months. I told you that this was going to happen. Have I lied to you before? So what makes you think I'm going to lie to you now?
So how do you continue to trust God when life doesn't make sense? Like, I know you got that personal relationship and you're doing all the right things, but it seems like this ain't working. How do you trust God when life just doesn't make sense?
It's so ironic. My life verse, literally for as long as I can remember, has always been Proverbs chapter 3, 5-6. And it's trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your paths. And even in the midst of my divorce, I literally every morning would get up and repeat that verse to myself. Every morning. Because it's like, I don't understand. I don't know. This is not how I planned for my life to be. But God, there's a reason and a purpose. I'm trusting you regardless. It's not about what I see. Because sometimes we get so stuck on what we humanly see that we forget there's a whole another aspect of us, which is spiritual. We forget that God really does have our best interests at heart. It doesn't always feel like it because it's not always easy going through what he allows us to go through. And even in that, people can say, so you're trying to say that God allows you to go through a divorce? He says that he hates divorce. So are you really going to tell me? What I'm going to tell you is based upon my personal experience. Everything that I have gone through has had a purpose and a reason.
Amen.
Everything. And I'm not necessarily going to say God allowed me to get a divorce, but I will say that even in the midst of the divorce, there is good that has happened because my relationship with God has been stronger than it's ever been in my entire life.
Amen. I'm going to turn your attention to James chapter 4, verse 3. It says, you ask and do not have because you ask amiss, that you may spend it, the thing that you ask for, on your pleasures. That you may spend it, the thing that you ask for, on your pleasures. If our primary focus is to please ourselves, then that prayer request will probably be denied. And I like what you said. Aren't the promises of God yes and amen? Well, of course they are. The promises of God that he's given us to fulfill the mission that we're on here on earth. So our desires and passion must be aligned with God's will for us. It's not going to work the other way around. We can't make God align to our will and desire. We must align to his will and desire. So, Miss Stephanie, I'm going to give you the final thoughts for the denied prayer request denied.
Check your motives.
My God.
Check your motives. Because a lot of times our requests are denied because of our motives. Are you doing this so that you can be a blessing to someone else? Are you doing this so that you can look good on social media? Are you doing this so you
Ouch.
can look like you're keeping up with the Joneses,
Ouch.
the Jetsons, whoever? Are you doing this because look at me, look at me? Or are you doing this because you want people to see the awesomeness of God's grace and his mercy and how good he is? So check your motives. That may be
Amen.
why your request was denied. Amen.